What's good, YouTube? Today, we got another build video. Last time it was Giannis. This time, we're doing Kevin Durant. And the reason why I'm doing these players, because they're really unique. Like Giannis. For his size, he moves so quick. KD, for his size, he could do everything. But before we get into that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, check the links in the description. All of them. Not just one. Not three. Not two. I don't know how many there are. All of them. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get right into it. KD, he's listed as 6'9". But I feel like we all know KD's not 6'9". But for the sake of this video, we're gonna make him 6'9". I think KD is 6 foot or 7 foot. 6 foot, yeah, it wouldn't be very tall. But for this video, he's gonna be 6'9". Kind of works better with 2K. So I think 6'9", 200-ish. That'd probably be about a KD height. We already know KD has super long arms. So we're giving KD not max, but we're gonna give him a 7'4". We all know KD's a skinny guy, so we're going slight, right? For KD, his finishing, he's a good finisher, but I wouldn't call him an elite finisher. I'd say about an 80 in all these categories does him justice. I don't think standing dunk is really a thing for KD, but obviously he can shoot the ball. He's a great shooter, so you already know we're gonna give him some shooting. Same with the ball in his hand. He's great with the ball in his hand. He's one of the best in the league, especially at the position he plays. Might be the best. And then on defense, I'd say KD. He's pretty decent at everything. He can rebound. Is he the best rebounder on the floor? No, but you don't need that from KD when you get everything else. But I would say he's a pretty decent. He's a decent defender. And then obviously, oh, I didn't mean to do that. For like an 80 rebound, he can block shots because of his size. His steal, steal. I don't really know how to judge somebody's steal. Steal numbers don't really help you a lot. I haven't really watched a Brooklyn Nets game in a while. But for all this, I'm gonna max it out for vertical. We'll probably put that at like an 80, and the rest of this, honestly, I guess will just be thrown up here. Max some of his stuff out. Max his free throw. Max this. And then we could probably throw this on like defensive rebound. If I'm being honest, 6'9", 200, 7'4", I feel like this right here is a decent comparison to KD, right? He does everything. He can finish. He can shoot. He can play make. It's not the greatest defensive build, but it has everything. It can guard the inside. It can guard the perimeter. It can guard. It's got the block. It's got the steal. It can create turnovers. It's quick. Would this be a build I would run at the? If you're playing twos, I wouldn't run this at the 2. Like I wouldn't play with a guard. I'd probably play with like. I mean, you could run it at the 2, but if you were gonna do that, I'd probably play with like a 6'6", 6'7" pure lock. 6'8", or even a big man. You could. On threes, I think this would be a perfect build to play at the 2. So you have a guard, and then you have this build and then a center. You can stick it in the corner. You can do whatever you want with this build. For takeovers, I mean, come on. You get all the offensive takeovers. I actually kind of like this build. That's the crazy part. But I think for KD, I feel like pull-up precision, that kind of says KD's name, doesn't it? I feel like that's a KD kind of thing. And then I also think I like limitless for KD. KD can shoot. And I feel like that might be the KD build. Two-way mid-range facilitator. It's not compared to KD. It's going to be really hard to get a build compared to KD in this game. Last video, the Giannis one, it was compared to Giannis. But for KD, there's so many players who can do it all. But there's nobody who can do it quite like KD. And I don't think that 2K is really just going to be handing out that KD name. But anywho, I mean, I think that's just about it. This build looks really good, actually. I kind of like it. It could be adjusted. Let's be honest. I made this build in 30 seconds. I had some of it written down, but a little bit of it I had to mess with. but I kind of like it. I mean, it can finish inside, it can shoot, it can play make, it can defend. I'm kind of a fan of the build. I think it's a decent build. Now I'm gonna be honest. If I was gonna use this build, I would take the finishing. I would put it all back down to 80, and I would have thrown all those points on defense. Because I feel like 80s across the board on finishing is enough, and I'd rather have the defense. But if you want to make this build, then you can go however you want. Just personally, for me, I'd rather have the defense. But anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I'm out.